What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you so much for tuning in. It's me, Mikey Pipes, and today is Thursday, the 9th of July, 2026. It's 6:15 here in the morning in the great communist state of New York. We have an exciting day today, a really exciting install that I am a little bit anxious for, but also a little bit nervous for, because it is such, as they call in the trades, an abortion. You're not going to believe how the previous HVAC contractor had the ingenuity, it's the only word I can think of, and the balls to put in ductwork like you're about to see on the Mikey Pipes Pipe Doctor YouTube channel later today. And look, another check for another deposit. Another Mikey Pipes Powered by ACiQ install. Today's install is, wow, quite special. Let me tell you, it's quite special. I still get blown away on how contractors can put together equipment the way that we're going to be dealing with today. Literally, I just don't know. I literally don't know how people in their right mind, looking for my phone, oh, there it is, can install systems with just, I guess, for lack of better words, with just not a care in the world. You know, just literally not a care in the world. But we're going to be taking that out today. Yesterday we had a phenomenal day here at Pipe Doctor Home Services. No, I did not sell another 5 systems, but I did sell one. A 21-year-old Carrier R410A system. It was just time for it to go. About a month ago, they rolled the dice, like a lot of homeowners do, in a critical situation where your air conditioning system is old, decades old, and it needs refrigerant, right? Do you gas and go? Do you gas and go and add a sealant? Do you add the dye to it? Or do you replace? 20-year-old system, you're not making a repair. Unless there's, just hold me out for a second. Guys, hold that thought for a second. Unless there's a leak like on the copper refrigerant tubing, a fitting, something that can be easily fixed, a filter dryer. Then, even then, when you factor in the cost of labor, because come on, guys, if you have an existing system that's 20 years old, you have a bad filter dryer that's leaking refrigerant, right? And you need to recharge the system with 6, 8, 10 pounds of refrigerant. At what point does it become a first recommendation to replace the system? Now listen, granted, system 6, 8, 10, 12 years old, maybe, yeah, let's make a repair. It still has many years left of life on it, but 21 years? Nah, sorry. I am not make that my first recommendation. I am not going to do it. We've recaptured a lot. That's what we've done. We've recaptured that. We have about 25, 26 more maintenance agreements to go. You know what? James didn't sell any maintenance agreements this week. But we're making progress, folks. We're making progress. Let me get my coffee going. We'll talk about yesterday's schedule, today's schedule, and looking forward to tomorrow. So yesterday was a killer day. Really, really great day. Daniel started out by measuring for ductwork transitions on a 2-ton system that we're taking out. Fixed a pool heater all the way on the North Shore. Then went to a service call. We installed this Carrier 17C or 2-stage system several years ago. One of the first air handlers that we actually had to disassemble and fold in to get into the attic. But the breaker in this home for the air conditioning system keeps tripping. And Daniel's there, ohms out everything, capacitor's perfect, everything's perfect. And I think the only thing that we could have maybe have done, maybe a soft start. Daniel, did you think of that? But spent an hour and a half, and unable to duplicate customer's problem. Then we went to a air conditioning system install that we did last year. 2 ACiQ, I think they're 5 tons each. It could be 4 tons each. I don't recall exactly. Let me look at the picture for the client. But the client was reporting no cooling on the second floor. And of course, 2 5-tons because they're double stacked outdoor condensers. That's what the customer was reporting. And the float switch, the emergency float switch in the emergency drain pan wasn't sensing any water, but was only sending 10 volts back. So it was preventing cooling operation. Can you believe that? And people cursing and yelling at me like, oh, Mikey Pipes ACiQ is garbage. It's Chinese junk. And I say, hogwash. It's great equipment at a great price, and it's dependable and reliable. So, and that stood true yesterday. After we spent, Daniel spent about an hour there diagnosing that system and replacing the float switch. At no charge to the homeowner, of course, because he has our maintenance plan. Then he went to another service call and just general maintenance there. Good stuff. Replaced the capacitor. Good stuff. Very, very nice. Nice new capacitor there. And then went to my neighbor's home. My neighbor's home the night before, the thermostat is blank. Right? Check this out. The thermostat is blank. It's a Nest thermostat. And the house is heating up. So what does he do? He throws it in the garbage. And then he takes the one from downstairs and puts it upstairs. And then, lo and behold, it lights up. Right? And then he calls to say, hey, hot air is coming out of the vents. So he needs a service call. That was yesterday morning. So we go there yesterday morning for some plumbing and this as well, right? Primarily plumbing, but then the homeowner reports that the air conditioning was blown out warm vents. James tells me what he did, the homeowner did the night before. And I'm like, oh. And James goes outside. And he feels the air coming out of the outdoor condensing unit. It's very, very cold and hot. It's coming out of the vents. Like, well, look, the OB wire is energized in the wrong mode in the Nest settings. Just reverse that, right? Because the other zone that the Nest is using is not a heat pump. It's just a cooling only one, right? He reverses it. Thing works. And a few hours later, the homeowner calls in to saying that the thermostat is blank. The condensate drain was clogged. The emergency float switch was activated, killing power to the thermostat. And of course, the clog went away when he swapped that thermostat because there was a delay there. James fixed a steam boiler leak on some the return piping. Went to that plumbing service call we spoke about. An 1.5 inch copper leak. An indirect that's leaking water. He's got to go there this morning, actually. That reminds me. 9:35. Where is she? 9:35. There it is. Put down the schedule right now. Boom. Excellent. Okay, and then I have to reactivate her maintenance plan. Pretty exciting day. 374, 18.7% to our goal of 2,000. I don't think we're gonna get to that 400 like I wanted to. I wanted to capture. It's like a big B there. I wanted to capture all the ones we lost, but we still have some stragglers. About 20 that we have not gotten a hold of yet. But It's all good. We'll get there. We will get there, folks. I am not worried. Let me do that. Let me do this. James, let me add the extra 15. That's that. And this covers that. Okay, good. This covers plumbing and heating. Boiler with tank. Does not include central AC. We can add that for 25 months for both. But I think it's best to pay as you go with any repairs or service on those 2 units. James will arrive around 7:30 a.m. this morning. Okay, yesterday we had this indirect tank leaking. And yeah, so that's that. All right, guys, it's 6:30. I got a lot of shit to do. Make sure you subscribe, guys. A lot of you watch and you don't even subscribe to this Uncensored channel. Subscribe. Thank you so much. Catch you in the next one. Be well. God bless. Stay safe.